Hi. So, we have 2 days until on the 7th. I have my Franks versus Delaware hearing to go over the affidavit, go over the ring transcripts, and present my evidence of police perjury to the judge. Well, of course, I won't be doing that. My attorney will be. He did successfully do what I asked him to do. The story to that is interesting. So he was given this assignment, this deadline, right, to have the proffer of evidence available within 30 days. So March 13th was when that was decided. So then April 9th, he emails me and he lets me know basically that I need to do his job for him, point out the inconsistencies, etc. Now, keep in mind, this is all on the public docket already. So, and I know for a fact I've sent him multiple copies of this argument, of this evidence already. It's on the docket officially, publicly, but I digress. So the next day, on the 10th, I send it back to him. The 12th is a Sunday, and Mark sends me my the affidavit that I need to, and he lets me know I need to have it signed and notarized by the end of the day on Monday, the next day, by 4 p.m. and have it submitted to him. I'm almost positive that he has a notary in his office and could have assisted me in some way with that. But I fucking digress. Once more, I digress. I got so sick, I ended up in the hospital in the ER that evening. And I had a family member that had agreed to do it, but then they were unable to do it. And unfortunately, were only able to let me know about an hour ahead of time. So I drove my sick ass across town to 30th. I borrowed $5 from a friend. Shout out Londa. I love you. Thank you for the $5 to get where I was going. Well, actually, it was 20, but either way, I was able to pay for gas and a notary, a $5 notary at Dillons. Shout out to Dillons on 30th. Okay, because they get your notarizations notarized. And I had that sent back to my attorney by 3:45 p.m. and the deadline was 4. So at this point, I have forced my attorney to do what I have been trying to get every attorney that I've had since the very beginning to do. And in 2 days, I have court for that. And, you know, this could be the beginning of the end for the way things have been. A part of the beginning, not necessarily the beginning and not necessarily the end. I know that at the end of the day, my case is it's combined with every case that's ever existed where someone who was just trying to live their life was maybe in the wrong place at the wrong time, made the wrong decision with who they chose to give their trust and heart to, or, you know, any version of these events, right? But who is not a criminal, who's just trying to figure this thing out that we are doing on this earth, this life thing. You know, like how many other people have suffered through this and were too afraid to speak up or didn't have access to the resources I've been blessed to have access to. I mean, me a couple years ago was this person. So now is the time for things to change. Not just in Hutchinson, but everywhere. However, we could start here. I don't think anyone is bad necessarily. I think it starts at the very top, and you know, everyone needs checked every once in a while. I've needed checked in my life in order to grow. Government needs the same. So I would just ask that whatever you believe in, God, Buddha, energy, nothing, vibes, whatever it is, like, please send good ones my way. Because I'm doing this, and it's not really just for me. It's for everyone like me. Everyone I know who is sitting in prison right now, away from their families, away from their children, away from their friends and the people that care for them because of all sorts of reasons. Call me delusional, right? But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.